Okay, well, welcome everybody. I'd just like to acknowledge country. Griffith University acknowledges the traditional custodians on the land which we are meeting and pays respect to all the elders past and present and extends that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. This is our 10th year of the Logan Fun Run. So we started a good 11 years ago actually, but we had one cancel and we started with, I think, 19 people running the race, and it was hugely successful, we felt, and it was a very big deal, and we really enjoyed it. And since then it's grown, and this year we're going to have about 600 people running. Oh, will the little video work? This is some of the merch. These are our casuals and volunteers. Still the audio? That's all right. Technical problems ignored.
Charlize, I met you at the door. I'm the volunteer coordinator for Griffith Sport. But as a GSEL, which you guys are, Griffith Sport event leaders, these are a few of the things that you get just to thank you guys for volunteering. So you get a certificate of appreciation after volunteering at our events. You get a hat and a drawstring bag. And this year for Logan, we also have some fun little drink bottles. We get lunch and snacks provided on our bumping day. So that's Friday, Saturday, and lunch on Friday, Saturday, and then on Sunday, we have snacks because we don't really have time for lunch on the Sunday. I think most of you are doing just Sunday anyway, but anyway. We get years of service recognition pins, which we give you at the event. And then we also have an invitation to the sports ball. So that's already, you can go have a look at what that's like this year. It's going to be at the Gabba. It's quite a nice, at the Cricketers Club, so it overlooks the Gabba. It's quite a nice venue, actually. And then you can go in the running to win an award at our Griffith Sport Ball. So we have Event Leader of the Year and Event Leader Spirit Award of the Year. And then you also get those LinkedIn credentials through Credily, I think is what it's called. So these are the little pins that you guys get. So our red one you'll get in your first year, so we'll give you guys that one. And then we have black, which is for your second year in the program, and then gold is for your third. And then on event day, we have little themed pins for the actual event, which are really cute. So they're different colors every year, so you can keep track of how many years you've been doing this. This will be my third Logan Fun Run. I also started as a volley in 2024, so I'm very excited to be doing something a bit different. Woo! So event day information, this is the more important stuff. So Sunday 31st, I think, is what most of you guys are doing. So we meet, everyone's got different times. We'll still be sending out some more schedules with a bit more refined on what time everyone needs to be there. But so keep an eye out for that roster. But the event is from 6:30 till 10:30 at Logan Fields. We're expecting around 600 runners, but still numbers are going up every day. So there will be free parking for volunteers. So as you come up University Drive, it's just a black parking car park. It's just where the school is, the college. So it's quite easy to get to. If anyone does need carpooling, or we have a shuttle bus that leaves the Nathan campus around 4:30 in the morning. So if you can't get there by yourself, that's on the Sunday, 4:30 in the morning of Sunday. So because we need you there quite early in the morning and different people have different roles, but there will be more information provided for that in the Facebook group chat. So if you're not in that and you need the link, we'll have a QR code on there, but that's where we have all of our information is posted there in the lead up. So definitely join that one. And if you need transport, just let us know, because we have shuttle buses, but there's only a limited amount of numbers. So we'd rather know early than you just the day before in case we don't have enough seats. So when you come to University Drive, you'll see where that race pack collection sign is. It's right next to a little car park. That's not where you park, but that's where we meet. And then down onto the field is where our event precinct is, where everything happens pretty much. Where we meet you guys, we get you checked in, where all of our runners start and finish from. They get their food, their medals, their presentations happen all there. And then they run all around the campus and through the nearby parks. Oh, I've gone too far. Okay, so for our race day information, so 5:30 till 1 on the Sunday. Please be prompt. Please be there at 5:30. We have tasks for you from 5:30 onwards, pretty much. We've got a whole precinct that we need set up the morning of for runners to be ready. So most of you, pretty much everyone would have been sent their roster. Some people that registered yesterday might not have, but you will get a full schedule by next week. So when you come in on event day, you'll be greeted with a fun little snack bag. Everyone gets a snack bag, and then most volleys get a radio. So if you're on course, you'll have a radio. So that's so you can communicate with your zone leader, so you can know when the races are starting, all that important information. We'll go through how to use a radio for people that might not feel as confident or might have never used one before. Your zone leader will have that radio for you. We don't have any zone leaders in the room right now, but I have a picture of all of them so you can see them and know what they look like on the day. And each of you will be in charge of your own zone. So if you're in blue, every single runner runs past blue, and then all our runners, the other two, purple and orange, you've got your 10K runners, grey, purple and orange, you've got your 10K, and then blue and green are also your 5K. And the 2K is just blue, but everyone goes through blue. Blue is where you want to be. And all of our course marshal volleys are also a part of, this is our second year doing it, our colour run. So you get to throw colour on the runners running past that in that 2K race. So for our race week, some of you guys are also helping us through race week, which is just as important. We thank you for that. So we've got morning shifts and afternoon shifts, and then some people also might be available for all day shifts. So from Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday, they take place at this campus, at Nathan's campus. So some of it is down at our shed just a little bit further down. And then we also have some shifts up in our office. It's a lot of sorting, so it's quite manual, but there's also stuff, if you're not comfortable doing that, that's a little bit less physical. And then we've got on the Friday, that's at our Logan campus. So if you are available and need transport on the Friday, let us know. We haven't yet got a shuttle, but if we can get numbers of who needs transport there, let us know and we'll arrange that for you guys. So the Friday is a lot more physical, I don't know if you've seen it, but we have a lot of infrastructure. And one of those things is CCB. It's a big fence pretty much. So the Friday is mainly moving that stuff around and getting the Logan campus side of the course set up, because it takes place in Griffith land and public land. We can't set up the whole course, so we just do half of it on Friday. The rest happens on Sunday. So those are our timings for the weekend. Everything is important. So, and if you can't make any of the shifts you've been given, please let us know as soon as possible, because we're counting on you being there. Please come. So this is our race precinct. So this is our Saturday shift, which is quite a hectic day. So as you can see, this is what I was talking about, is the CCB fences. They pretty much make up the whole outskirts and design of the course. We cover it in some pretty, what we call scrim, which is like a flag. It makes it look really pretty. And it's all from our sponsors and stuff, so it doesn't look so crazy like silver fencing. So the shifts on the Saturday in the morning are 9 to 1. You've got afternoon 12 to 4, and then all day 9 to 4. And then we also will have lunch for you if you're there on the Saturday. And then we also have a shuttle bus that leaves outside the Nathan Fitness Centre Saturday morning at 8:30. And then that's a lot of physical labour too. So Saturday is pretty physical. Any questions so far? Okay, so here are some of our event leader roles. We have course marshal and colour crew, water station attendant, recovery station attendant. So the difference there is water station is on course and recovery station is in our precinct zone. So the water station is when the runners are actively running past you, getting that water, and recovery is you give them their banana, their Cliff Bar and their water, but they're just half dead, but that's all right. And then you've got race pack collection, which none of you are doing here, but if we need you on the day, you might be switching around positions. So this is relevant for everyone to know. Checking in our runners in the morning that are collecting their bib. Some of them have a shirt and they might even want to buy a hat. So we've got all of that at our radio tent. And then we've got bag drop assistant, which is where runners can drop their bags. So you tag their bags on their little bib, there's a little thing they can rip off and attach to their bag. And then we also have a timing assistant. So that's where at the finish line, we have 2 volleys standing there writing down as every single runner runs past, so that we can match up with what's happening through the timing bibs to what's happening literally right in front of us. So there's nothing wrong there. And then when we do our presentations, we know exactly who's come first, second, third for every age group of both male and female. And yeah, so on the Sunday, there's a lot of in-between tasks, which doesn't relate to what exactly your role is going to be, but we need you guys for. So on the Sunday, we have our whole precinct. A lot of it won't be set up because it's the morning of it. Obviously not going to have our bananas sitting out there for 3 days. So there's a lot of stuff that's going to be carrying and setting stuff up, putting marquees up, putting bow flags up. If you know what a bow flag is, just a big, I don't even know what your teardrop shaped flag and stuff like that. So this is a course marshal role. This is honestly one of the most important roles. I'm someone who runs. I like running, and it makes a huge difference, I think, when you're running past someone that's just as excited to be there as the person that's chosen to pay to run. So as a course marshal, they'll be running past you, you'll have a little sign, you go, whoa, good job, something like that. Just make them feel happy that they paid to run for 2, 5, or 10 kilometers. So in some of our spaces, like Riverdale Park is the Logan Council area, there's more likely to be the public walking around there as well. So it's very important that if there is people walking around, you tell them to move out of the way or let them know that there are runners running through that area. And there's a lot of different paths inside that park. So making sure that the runners aren't just going astray in the wrong direction, that they're following the path. Some volleys will be positioned in a place where there's volleys coming from one direction and then like they need to go a different direction. So you'll be in charge of making sure that they're running the right way. But everyone will have with them volley with yourself. There'll be a sign with you pointing in the direction that the runners will be running. So if you're confused, look at the sign. But we will also have a map for all of you, a digital map that we'll have it on here too, that will show you the way the course goes. So you know exactly where everyone's running. So as a course marshal, every course marshal will also have a radio. So when your zone leader radios your team saying, course marshal 21, are you in place? You go, they'll say, I'll be like to Ella, Charlie's to Ella. Say, course marshal 21, are you in place? Yes. And that's how you know that we know that you're in where you need to be and your zone is ready to go. And then your zone leader will let us know. And then we'll know that everyone's in position and we can start the race. It's very important. You also have a little kit to take with you. So in case if you have any rubbish to pick up, we'll have a rubbish bag, tissues, Band-Aids, things like that. But you also have your little snack bag and you have a little sign. Anything a course marshal could need. Okay, so here's our colour crew. So last year was our first year of having a colour crew. And so for our 2K race, you get to every volley from every zone will be a part of that 2K race. You get to throw colour on the runners. So it's very fun. It's very, very pretty. It's very exciting. Get in there, just pour it in your hand, however you want to do it, and throw it at the runners. Yeah, not just, yeah, don't peg it at them. Don't bomb the colour, but yeah, it looks really incredible when they're coming through that finish line and they're all covered in colour. It's very exciting, especially when they are wearing white, which most of them do because they know about it. So this is our water station and recovery. So don't stress too much about this little setup. That's what your table setup will look like. So for this one, for instance, runners are coming from 2 different directions. That's why the table is in U shape. So this is a little bit more confusing setup. This one is also 2 different directions, but this is 2 different races. So you've got this one, you've got the 5 and the 10, whereas that other one is just 10. So you'll have cups on your table and you'll have a bunch of water with you that you just have to fill the cup with water and then the runner will take the water. Any questions about water? And if you are running low on any of those suppliers, you say your name or your course marshal number to Charlize and I'll say go ahead. And then you say we're running out of cups. I'll come bring you cups. But each zone will have a supervisor. So if you're not comfortable doing that, there will be someone there to do that. And still motivate the runners to run. They're doing amazing. Running. Okay, so recovery attendant is basically the same thing, but you're in the precinct. So you'll have a little bit more, you'll have Cliff Bars and bananas. And they'll probably linger a little bit more because they're tired, but it's basically the same thing. Telling them they did a good job, how'd they go, ask them. It's about making the event as joyful of an experience for the runners as possible. They are running for a great cause as well, and they're running for fitness and wellbeing, and that's everything that Griffith Sport stands for. So we're really happy to be doing this. There are also bins all around there, so if you have any rubbish, please put it in the bin. Okay, race pack collection. So this one's a little bit more tricky. We've got, as we talked about, 3 different races. So yellow is our 2K, pink is our 5K, and blue is our 10K race. So that's how you know who's running what. If they ask you, where do I need to go? You can tell them because it says 2 on there as well. And usually, if they're a 2K, the first number is usually a 2. That helps. So at the race pack collection, we'll have hats for sale. We've got some really cute hats, if you remember from one of those first slides, because it's our 10-year, it's got our 10-year logo. We will have some runners will have shirts to pick up as well, but we don't have any shirts on sale. If they do ask you that, we don't have any, we just have hats. Yeah, so each race has a different closing time of race pack collection. So if they miss that time, they don't get to run. But we'll go through those timings. You'll have all this, don't even worry, guys. But yeah, if we need you in there, we will let you know and we will brief you properly on how exactly our system works. So don't stress too much about that. And this is important here, we have a no photo form. So if runners tell you, like, they see someone taking a photo and you're like, wait, I don't want my photo taken. Exact same goes for you guys. If you see the photographers there and you don't want your photo taken, let us know, let them know that you don't want your photo taken, and runners will have a little sticker on them that will let the photographers know that they don't want their photo taken. Bag drop. So this is going to be in our precinct. Just make sure that the bags are neatly organized so that when you're giving them back to the runners, you know where it is. It's quick. It doesn't take too much of their time. Pretty self-explanatory. Attached to their bib is a little strip. Rip it off. Attached to the back. Timing assistant. That's me. It's a really unflattering photo, but what can you do? As a timing assistant, we just stand there and also yell at people. It's actually really fun. None of you guys aren't rostered on that right now, but if you next year, write that down. It's really fun. I think it was the most fun role I've ever done. So you get to stand there as all the runners are coming through, cheer them on. You get to see the start of the race too. So some of our volleys in the precinct area will be throwing colour at the 2Ks from the beginning. You'll hear the little woo, the start. That was a terrible sound. Oh God. But the horn, that's what I meant to say, the horn. And as the runners are coming through, say like 1, 2, 5, 9 comes through. So one person will yell to the one with the clipboard and they'll write down 1, 2, 5, 9. And then you write down so many, you hand it to the timing team, which is next to you, just so they can cross-check and make sure that what's happening in real life is what they're getting from the timing chips. Because the runners run past a timing chip at the start and then some runners will run past another one, depending on the race. Pack down. So we quite literally, precinct closes at 10:30. We pack down 10:30. So as the race goes, most of you will be on course and your course zone leader will let you know when you can start packing down, which means you'll basically walk and pick up any signs that you see. Every single sign that's up needs to be taken down. Every piece of barrier tape, every stake, every sign, everything. It's as if we were never there. And then you'll come back to, depending where you are in the zone, most of you will be driven there. So you won't be walking all the way out to Riverdale Park. So don't stress about that. Back to our little area where truck and everything will be sorted out into little piles. Exactly where you need to go. I'll be there telling you where it needs to go because things obviously go in different areas. And then we've got heaps to pack up in our precinct area, but we'll have a team there as well. So basically when you get back there, if you are left with nothing to do, just ask and we will give you something to do. Or if you see something sitting on the floor that you think obviously it's not going to stay on the floor, just say, pick it up, meet us at the top and say, where does this go? And we'll let you know where it goes. We don't want you guys just standing around there because I can guarantee you there will be something to do. We want to get this done as quick as possible so that we can get you guys out of there and we can get out of there. And after we do our pack down, if whoever's available and who's capable of driving, we go back all the way back to Nathan campus and we sort everything back into our shed. So if you are available and you can help us with that, we'd very much appreciate that. Yes. We aim to be out of Logan campus by 11:30, 12, the latest. And then back to campus with everything packed away by 1. So our hope is to get everything packed down ASAP. So these are the tools of the trade. First one, tape. Pretty self-explanatory. Lots of stuff we have to stick the sign to a pole, tape it, things need sticking together, tape. We've got snips, so we've got a lot of cable ties. So sometimes you do it wrong or you just need to cut the little tail off. If you are cutting the tail off a zip tie, don't cut the tail, but if you do, pick it up or tuck it. If you cut it, tuck it so that the sharp end is not. Do not cut the snips. People will cut the snips. You may basically you need that for when you're doing the pack down because you all have them. Ooh, they are quite sharp, so be careful. But there's going to be a lot of zip ties. You each have zip ties. All the pack up people, bump in people will be putting up zip ties, and as you're packing, bumping out, you will be cutting off zip ties. I can guarantee all of you will deal with a zip tie. And then this is our CCB. And then we've got a mallet. Barrier tape is very handy for blocking off pathways that we don't want our runners to go down. An extension cable. This is scrim, what we call scrim. So Nathan Dash is not an event we have, but we have one that's say Logan Fun Run, and it basically makes our whole precinct look like themed, like the Logan Fun Run. Yeah, so this gets, it's just a bit of mesh, pretty much, fence mesh. We got our sponsors on it. Pretty much everyone, Physio Cream, Tailwind, Cliff, Logan City Council, ours, Griffith Sport, and then Logan Fun Run, all of that. And then that's a sign. Yep. Got it. Okay, our GSEL uniform. So basically, on the day, we want us to look as uniform as possible so people can know who we are. If a runner has a question, they know who to go to. So basically, everyone will get a bib. It says Griffith Sport, and then it says Event Crew on the back. Wow. So underneath, it is going to be cold at the time of day that you guys are there, but I can guarantee you're going to want to get all those layers off by the time you're standing out on course. So I usually start the day with, last year I had a shirt, I might have had a long sleeve, I had a jacket and jumper, but I was in my shorts because that was too many things to take off. So it's cold in the morning, but it gets warm. So underneath this, just come in something black or red, pretty much. And then if you don't have one, if most of your first time, you will get a Griffith Sport cap. And then wear black shorts, no leggings for Sunday, no leggings. So you can wear shorts at appropriate length shorts, long pants like mine, whatever you're comfortable in and you feel like you can move around in, but just no leggings, and wear runners, something comfortable because you're obviously going to be standing around, moving around all day. And wear some fun accessories if you want to, wear some ribbons, bring some sunnies, wear some fun socks. Just want to make yourself unique, you know? You don't have to change yourself that much for us, just the uniform. And just please note that we want everyone to look as professional as possible. What you would wear to work if you work in a professional workplace. Like, we want to look presentable, as we all do at all times. Just some personal hygiene. I know it's going to be early in the morning, but your hair should be neat. We expect you to smell, look presentable and clean, please. And yeah, we made a note here. It starts really cold. It's really cold. And if you want to, bring a second pair of socks because yeah, bring another pair of socks. It's quite well. Yeah. The waterproof shoes, just bring socks, maybe. Yeah, and bring a backpack if you want to bring stuff with you. You'll just have it with you at most of all times because we'll send you out course with your snacks and stuff. So have a backpack. You'll have a little drawstring bag that we'll give you, so you can use that as well. Sunscreen. It will be dark, obviously, in the morning, but the sun will come out. And any additional snacks and stuff that you want. So, yep. No questions? No questions? Beautiful. Okay, so this is, if you're not already in it, our Facebook group chat, Facebook page. Please join that one and we'll accept you. Woo. So we post all our updates in there. And we'll have our rosters, the full run sheet and roster we'll send to you by zone as well. So you don't, obviously, if you're not in the precinct, you don't really need to know what the precinct is doing, but you'll have a run sheet by your zone. So you need to know, so you can know heads up where you need to be. Well, you just need to be there at 5:30, please. And your zone leader will make sure you know the rest. And if you need a point of contact, if you need to contact any of us for any reason, you're running late, you can't make it, those are our details. So
If it's
yeah, call us.
It's because we're setting up the event, we won't be taking out and stuff. So don't be scared of us. It's call us.
Yes, guys, we're so friendly. We're so friendly. So take a photo of that if you want to. Everyone's got that? Everyone's joined the Facebook group. I'll hunt you down if you're not. Just kidding. Okay, documentation. I would have sent you guys with your rosters a little Dropbox link, but we will send it again. Do not fear. With all the information you need to know, it'll have your run sheet, it'll have the map, and it will have your event role and what exactly your role entails. Anybody need this? Okay, so this is an example of the run sheet. It's changed a little bit since this, but this is for the start of our 2-kilometer race. So just before this, we will have radio to make sure that all of you are in place. And then we'll have a period of radio silence just before the race starts. And then the race will start. You'll know because we will have our radio, you'll hear that sound. We'll make sure you all know that the race has started. And for the very first race, you'll all be in blue. So we expect that first runner to be back within the first 7 minutes. So it's very quick because there's speedy little people, the 2Kers. So basically you've got time. The day is obviously the race day. The time, who exactly it tells to. So blue zone leader, running blue. So Jemima is your zone leader. She will radio call the first 3 big numbers of the people that pass her. That's how we know who's in the lead. And then for the course marshal, that's towards the end of blue, course marshal 7. You just have to let us know that that first place runner is coming so that we can make sure that we, at the finish line, have that ribbon ready. So when the people run through, they get to run through the ribbon because they won. And then our timing team can be ready. So once we've got all those first people in, we can get those place getters, confirm our place getters with timing, Ella. And then myself runs to Ella, gets those details, runs to the stage, ready for our presentations. So it's a very clockwork thing happening there. But obviously, not all of this information is relevant to all of you. So you will get a run sheet for your zone so you know where you need to be. This is our course marshal map. So some of this may have changed and it might change a little bit in the next few days. So just keep an eye out. But so basically, where course marshal 8 is, above it is where all those little people are. That's the start, finish, that's the precinct. So you can see where the course marshals are. CC is colour crew. So every single course marshal volunteer starts out as a colour crew. And then after that 2K is finished, everyone's got colour on them. Purple, orange, green, grey meet with their zone leader and you get dispersed into your course marshal position for the rest of the races. But you all get to be a part of that 2K fun colour activity. And then so it goes this way, where you run down and then you've got the first water station and then the 5K does that loop and then you come down here and you've got another water station. Anyway, we'll go into more detail about that. Don't you worry. Schedule. So the race check-in opens at 6:30 a.m. And then we've got a warm-up on our main stage. And you might think, why do I have to be there at 5:30 if it doesn't start till 6:30? We've got a lot to set up in the morning. So please be there at 5:30. If that's your start time, be there at your start time. And if you're catching the shuttle bus, you need to be there before the shuttle bus leaves. So you've got your warm-up. So we've got one of our full-timers running a warm-up for all the runners on the main stage. And then you've got your check-in closes, then your race starts, and then you've got your next race activities happening. And that basically happens for each race. up until 10:30. And then precinct is closed. Okay. Our map. So if you all want to scan this, and then I'll hand over to Ella, who will explain in more detail the map. And if you guys can save that map,
Yeah,
that would be really handy.
there is a way to save it. Oh, no. Oh.
So helpful. That's yes. Okay, so if everyone goes back to just the map, and if you go back to that, it's at the bottom you have explore, view, and view. The next one I see it is if you click on view, and then it should scroll to the bottom, click on maps, click on maps, and then you can see that it's saying it's there, and that's how you access it. Are you guys do okay in the face against? Oh, but yeah. Yeah, so that's what I'm looking for. So you change it. If you go back, and then you just put on that. I can feel that's something I'm gonna happen. Go through. And then buttons and go maps. It's yes, it's going on. Not funny. Maybe if you go basic. I'm just oh, I'm just say it's I think that shouldn't get things to you. Oh, it's like the law it's sticking up my it's sounds good. Oh, I'm sorry. Again, maybe you said that. Well, you keep going along. Even plus, you will have a link in that as well. Where you can access it, but it's just easier to save it.
Oh, sorry, guys. I think it's the sharing. Okay, is it go look at my laptop? We'll keep going. We'll keep going. We've got pizza coming, so this is the 2K map. So this is University Drive. Oh, I don't think you can see my mouse. Anyway, here. This is your car park as staff. And this is where we're feeding here. This is where N11, the building is. This is when you first rock up for any shifts at Logan, just meet us here and we'll talk you through how the days as we go. But the 2K starts at the start with up. Now, what is where the colour crew are? So if you're purple, grey, orange or green, you are colour crew, so you will be throwing powder at people. And blue, you were directing people. So
You'll basically arrive here on the day, you'll meet your zone leaders, and then they will transport you in vehicles, or some of you might have to walk out to your locations, along the course. Then at 7 o'clock, the 2K race starts. Good. Hear the hooter, woo, throw powder. Once everyone finishes, you will get back into your vehicles and you'll head out to your other locations. And then technically it actually goes, the 10K course is next. So anyone in purple, orange, purple zone, you've got quite a trek to get out there in the car and then walk out on to your course. But oh my god, it's very high. Wait, do you have the okay, so because I'm short, again you start and instead of taking a left like the 2K, they go right and then they head all the way down to here. They head down, 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 and then they head along the highway. They go into Riverdale Park, shoot out this way, go along this where all the horses and cows are. It's great fun. You go here, shoot out here, get to Orange Zone Water Station. They go around the lake because we love doing that. Then along the river, they head back into Grey Zone. Then this is like a busy part here. They shoot into the Arboretum. They go up to the top, but they do that twice. So they go back down, out, do it again, and then shoot out the top, and then go around Blue Zone, and go around another river, lake, and then they finish. And they get a medal, and then so the thing is so it goes, the 10K starts and then the 5K starts. So you'll have both 10K and 5K out on course at the same time. 5K is the exact same, they just don't go out into Riverdale Park, but they still do 2 laps. So yeah, that's right. It's a bit confusing now. We'll walk through the course and everything. And yeah, you'll have great zone leaders. They're super friendly, so it's going to be fun. Zone leaders. This is great. She will be our pink zone leader. She will be at precinct. Jemima is our blue zone leader. She will be the baddie on the buggy. She will look after you lot. Green is Sophie. She's coming later tonight with the pizza. And yeah, she will be looking after green zone. She's got quite a few people. So few of you might actually have to walk out. Factory is grey zone and the water station. We've got Annalise looking after purple, and Emma is looking after orange and the other water station. And is online actually, so you can maybe hear a talk if you wanted. Is anyone orange zone? It doesn't even matter. Okay, race precinct. We've kind of already gone over this. But we set up everything there. And it's lots of fun and it looks great. When you arrive in the morning, the sun's rising with it. Looks beautiful. Here's a jump scare. Okay, Angela is our event manager. She won't actually be there on the Sunday. But we have Courtney, who is our precinct manager. She will be taking care of that. So you keep an eye out for both of them. They'll be around all weekend. I'm race director and Charlize is looking after the volunteers and is the course manager. So there you go. If you have any issues, you can find any of us. We'll help you out. Okay, customer service. It's a fun day. Some people aren't always the nicest, but you know, we've got to be the best people we can be. So basically greet everyone, smile as they run past, encourage them, always be polite, courteous to the event attendees, fellow staff members. If you're ever asked a question that you don't know the answer to, just radio myself, Charlie or Courtney and say, oh, I don't know, but I'll find out for you. There's always an answer. If it doesn't come from you, it'll come from someone.
We'll figure it out. So don't stress if you don't know anything. And yeah, just be really encouraging. It's a fun day. Radio calls. So has anyone used a radio before? Yeah, 1, 2. Amazing. 3. Hey. It's more than normal. So you'll get a radio and an earpiece. We encourage you to use the earpiece, mostly because you'll be out on course and say something was to happen. We do have an emergency. We don't want the runners getting freaked if something's happening. We'll keep that between us and we'll sort it out because we've got this. So basically, the radio, you can see the button here. You hold that down. You speak into it very clearly. Just wait a second because it takes a while to just click over. And basically, I would hold it down and say, Ella to Charlize, this needs to happen. And then she'd be like, copy, yeah, got it. You know, just a lot of communicating. So if I was to say I was a zone leader and Charlie was a course marshal, I would be radioing her saying, hey, Charlie, course marshal 22, are you in position? Yeah, all good, amazing. It's very important that we're in position when we need to be, because otherwise the races can't start on time. So got to be quick getting into positions. Oh, sorry, any questions about the radio? It's all right. If you have questions on the day, that's why we have, did you actually? Oh my God, I've missed like the most important part. Yeah, don't talk over anyone and be cautious that if you do press that button, it goes beep, 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 beep. And no one else can talk if someone is holding that down. So if you're in the buggy, if you're getting moved around, if you normally have it strapped to your pants or something, you're sitting on it and you're holding that button down by accident, no one else can talk on the radio. So it's very important that we don't hot mic, what it's called, because otherwise you'll be hearing from me. So just be cautious of that. Otherwise you'll be like, who's hot micing? Yeah. On race day, basically just be proactive is what we're really wanting. If you look around, you see something that's not being done, you can go do it. Like, we encourage that. We love to see that happening. The more that you give to this is the more you'll get. So yeah, if you see something needs fixing, do it. Don't stand around waiting to be assigned a task. You can just go out there. It's all in the run sheet. I've broken it down. So if you're in green zone, you can read. Green zone is putting up umbrellas, is taking marquee weights, making sure they're on marquees. So you can, if you're ever lost, like, look at your run sheet. And then if you're confused, that's why you have a zone leader. They can direct you. So just get out there, get it done, have some fun. And then again, if you ever receive anything like negative, be sure to inform the events team, Charlie, Angela, myself, Courtney. We can deal with anything that comes your way that you don't want to deal with. That's okay. And yeah, just make it clear that you're just a volunteer. You guys, it's not your job to deal with any of that. So it's all good. Just hand it over to us. So yeah. First aid and emergency response. So we will have first aid officers out on course on bike. They will deal with anything out on course. We do have a vehicle as well for any emergencies. If you ever need assistance or just radio medic, tell us your course marshal number, what zone you're in, and we can send them out. They can find you and they can help yourself, any of the runners. And yeah, and also all the Griffith Sports employees are first aid and CPR trained. We also have security. Does everyone have their Safe Zone app? No? Yeah? Safe Zone? Safe Zone is actually something Griffith has where it can direct you straight to campus support. So say you're walking around campus. I'm pretty sure it's called Safe Zone. Is it? Yeah, it's called Safe Zone. It's an app. Yeah. So yeah, you can call security if you're ever feel unsafe or anything and it's not an event problem. You can call that and security can come support you straight away. Just a heads up. That happens at all Griffith campuses as well, if you ever want to know. So okay. Who's blue here? 3, 4, bit confusing. So basically you will get, walked out into your course marshal position, and you'll stand there until the end of the race because you guys get the first runners, but you also get the last of the runners. So you'll be out there for a while. Make sure you go to the bathroom before you head out, just a heads up. And then if case of an emergency, Charlie, can you please let someone in to the meeting? In case of an emergency, your evacuation is an 11, which is the meeting spot. So that's just, we've never had an emergency. It's just a safety protocol. Green, yours is in the actual Logan campus. Is anyone from Logan campus? No, that's all. So yeah, you head into the campus and you'll meet here. And then your zone leader will do a count and make sure you grab runners, as well. If there's ever an emergency and we say get to the evacuation point, we mean grab all the runners and meet here. And then purple and orange is towards here, which is where you get dropped off in your vehicle. So where you get dropped off is where you meet for any evacuations. Pizza, but it's not here yet. So, sorry? Oh, I did make a Kahoot. Wait, I forgot. I don't know if I finished it actually. I run out of time. Okay, wait, guys, there's also a Kahoot.
But does anyone have any questions on I feel like okay. Questions, concerns?
Oh my God, wait, no, guys, there is more important information. We've arranged for you to have free parking. Get out of here. I do want to share. Where is it? Okay. Campus. Do you guys know where the multi-sports center is at Nathan campus? Yeah, so basically it's down here at the bottom of the hill. So from Tuesday to Thursday next week, if you park down the bottom here at the multi-sport complex, you guys can have free parking if you don't already have a permit. So if you're volunteering during those days, you can park down the bottom. You do have to walk up Johnson Path, that hill, but you get to save $6. So if you want to. Oh, no, this is during next week if you're volunteering from the Tuesday to the Thursday. Yeah. Yeah, you can either drive by yourself or we have a shuttle bus. So meet us Yeah, so you would meet us at N11, the Nathan Fitness Center here. 4:30 it's leaving.